We've got massive breaking news coming in. The President of India has approved governor's rule in Jammu and Kashmir. That's the big breaking news we are getting you. President is currently on an international trip, but he has approved the President's rule in the state of Jammu and Kashmir after the BJP pulled out of the coalition government in the state. So governor's rule has been imposed in Jammu and Kashmir. MHA had earlier submitted its report to the President after receiving a detailed report from the Jammu and Kashmir Governor N.N. Vohra, and now President Nath, who's currently on a foreign visit in Suriname, has confirmed the imposition of governor's rule in Jammu and Kashmir after approval was the MHA has confirmed imposition of governor's rule in J&K after approval granted by the President of India. Our associate editor Aditya Raj Kaul joins us with this big breaking news. Aditya, go ahead.
Well, yes, there's a big development coming in. Republic TV first breaking this information that governor's rule has been finally imposed in the state of Jammu and Kashmir. This is hours after the BJP pulled out of the government and the alliance with PDP. We had dramatic developments yesterday, but now MHA spokesperson has confirmed to Republic TV that the President of India, Shri Nath, who is currently on an official foreign visit to Suriname, has received the report of the Ministry of Home Affairs, which was earlier given to them by Governor N.N. Vohra, giving details of the political situation in Jammu and Kashmir over the last many hours. And finally, the President has given his consent and granted approval to the imposition of governor's rule. Now the MHA says that with immediate effect there will be governor's rule. The notifications will be immediately issued by the Ministry of Home Affairs in the national capital. So this is a big development coming in. Yesterday, Republic TV was the first to break this information at 1:59 p.m. Arnab Goswami, our editor-in-chief, had broken this story that the government had fallen and the next course of action would be governor's rule in the state of Jammu and Kashmir. This is in view of the security situation in J&K worsening. We had attacks such as the assassination of the senior editor of Rising Kashmir, Shujat Bukhari, and also his two PSOs, apart from the brutal abduction and merciless killing of the Indian Army's rifleman Aurangzeb, who was son of the soil in J&K. Yesterday we had that dramatic press conference from Ram Madhav as well, who was flocked with BJP leaders from J&K as well, who pulled out support from J&K, and obviously the Congress and ANC, the opposition, also ruled out any formation of the government. So yes, Republic TV breaking first that governor's rule has finally been imposed in the state of Jammu and Kashmir.
Absolutely, Aditya, stay with us. Now remember, this is the 8th time in the last 4 decades that the governor's rule will be imposed in Jammu and Kashmir, will be implemented in Jammu and Kashmir. This after the President has approved the governor's rule. Aditya, this is essentially it's governor's rule, right? In other states, it's the President's rule, but in Jammu and Kashmir, special provision, it will be the governor's rule. What does it mean for India's anti-terror activities, and what does it mean for the freedom of Indian armed forces and their efforts to combat terrorism in the valley?
Firstly, over the last many months, because of the soft separatism approach of the PDP, there were hurdles in the process for the security forces, be it Indian Army, J&K Police or the CRPF. There was some political decision taken by the PDP that wasn't really helping the security situation. This was slammed by Ram Madhav and BJP leaders yesterday as well, who said that security forces do need a free hand, and there were certain decisions taken that were not really in national interest or helping the security agencies. So now, under the governor's rule, Governor N.N. Vohra will be the sole administrator and decision maker under the advice of course, the Ministry of Home Affairs and the President of India. And he will be taking the calls on the administration and security-related issues as well. The J&K police will be directly reporting to, in fact, the governor as well. What we do also understand is that for last 10 years, almost, Governor N.N. Vohra has been there, and he enjoys support of not just the PDP and the BJP, but also National Conference and the Congress leadership as well. Yesterday, I spoke to Farooq Abdullah, the former Chief Minister of J&K, who also appreciated the role of Governor N.N. Vohra over the last 1 decade. So yes, security forces will get a free hand now to, in fact, crush terrorism and launch anti-terror operations.
Absolutely.
So this is a big development. But top sources in the Ministry of Home Affairs confirming that at least 2 to 3 advisors will be nominated by the MHA and the National Security Advisor, who will be directly advising NN Vohra during this course of administration.
Aditya, very, very quickly, how long is this governor's rule likely to be?
Well, yes, Shobit, at least for 6 months. Over the next 6 months, the governor's rule will be there, and then a call will be taken whether there should be elections along with the 2019 general elections in the J&K Assembly as well, or the security situation deems fit that governor's rule should continue. So at least we are looking at a situation where for now, there will be a governor's rule in the state of Jammu and Kashmir for next 6 months.